That's okay, I think that might be better. Okay, hello ladies and gentlemen, Forrest over here and welcome back. Well, welcome, I should say. We're not, this is the first episode, what am I talking about? Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Now, I have heard of this game. I'm looking forward to, trying this game out. For the first time ever. Well, technically it's not entirely true. I did play a little bit of this game on the Switch, and I'm like, let's see how this goes on my PlayStation. But yeah, so, yeah, so we're gonna get started with this game. But first things first, let's go to the basics of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, which is basically running the basics of just about the game in general. So we have three separate things. We got two practices and a goal. Let's go ahead and do practice. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay, back again. Let's go ahead. Learn how to play Master Duel. Here you'll learn how to summon monsters and use spell cards. Alright, let's do it. So we get so many gems from this. Looking forward to trying this game out. Now I do know that this game is considerably different compared to... Well, it's not exactly different. Hello Dixon, how you doing tonight? But it's not exactly different compared to the TCG, but I do know that it has its own share of the banned and you know, banned and limited on its own compared to the TCG. So like, what may not be banned in the TCG may be banned. Nightbot, shut up. Nightbot, there was nothing wrong with that comment, Nightbot. How dare you? But yeah, I actually grew up with the Yu-Gi-Oh! For a little bit, then I kind of went down away from it. But now I'm kind of getting back into it again. Although, for the most part, I was getting back into it by playing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy the Duelist, which is very much outdated with its, banned and limited list on that one, but whatever. But like I was saying, at least I think it's outdated, but whatever. Anyway, but like I was saying, this game does have isn't based on the OCG, I believe, and so its banned and limited list is going to be different compared to the TCG. Hold on. Hold on! I pressed the wrong button, sorry. Need to talk to a family member. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. But yeah, so I know that this game is based more on the OCG than the TCG, so the banned limited list is going to be different for the reasons that they have, but yeah. But yeah, I generally, and I'm starting to get back into watching the anime, of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime again, so that's going to be fun. In any event, let's go ahead and do this. Draw phase, standby phase. Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't leave my camera position where it normally would be. We'd have a little bit of a problem here. beckoned by the World Chalice, 1800 attack, 0 defense. You draw a monster card, let's summon a monster. And they have this card right here. They have Digitron, 1500 attack, 0 defense. So let's summon this card in attack mode. Can only summon once per turn. Let's proceed to... Now, it should be noted, not exact. You can only normal summon once per turn, unless you play a card or have a monster effect that says otherwise. But you can, I believe you can, but you can flip summon and special summon more than once. Alright, just so we're all clear. Let's proceed to the battle phase and try attacking. Let's go ahead. Oh wait. See the... Oh yeah, I gotta press square. Okay. Let's try attacking the monster. Boom. Oh, I can feel the vibration! Thank you for explaining, I only know Magic the Gathering. Oh, hold on. Ah. Wow. I accidentally knocked down this deck of cards that I got over here, and they all, for the most part, just about landed on a straight. Literally, they landed like a bit messed up way of this, but it's kind of funny. Anyway, and if I don't explain the rules and everything perfectly to a T, the game definitely will. But to explain... No, it's fine, don't worry. But, to explain what this is here, what it's talking about here, this card, so you've seen how my attack position monster destroyed the other attack position monster. What this is saying is that, since they both monsters were in attack position, the monster that I attacked with having more attack than the other made that second the opponent's monster be destroyed, and the opponent takes damage equal to the difference between the two monsters' attack. Now, if that monster was in defense position and it had 1500 attack, then that monster would still be destroyed, but the opponent would not take any damage. But if, for whatever reason, unless it's by card effect, you chose to attack a monster with higher attack points than your monster would be destroyed, you take damage, and there's that. Whereas if you attack a monster with more defense points than your monster's attack points, you would take your monster would not be destroyed, but you would take damage equal to the differences between that monster's defense points and the attack points. And I just remembered, there are some cards out there that will have it, that will say, if this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. Yeah, that's very much what it says. And now that we did our attack, we end our turn, because we got nothing in our hand. So let's see. So it's trample basically. I'm not really I don't know much of Magic the Gathering. I do know many cards, because I used to read these, ooh, Smash and Ground. Kinda like that one. You draw a spell card, activate a spell card. So, spell cards. Okay, so spell cards. Fun fact, these cards actually happen to be named... What? So much I'm gonna come destroy you. Maybe. But anyway, so spell cards. Fun fact, spell cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Were originally called magic cards. up until a certain card game came along and made Yu-Gi-Oh! Name the magic cards spell cards. Gee, I wonder which one it was. Oh, probably Magic the Gathering. Speaking of that. But yeah, I don't know much of Magic the Gathering, so, and now I'm gonna have a hiccups, good lord. But yeah, I don't know much of Magic the Gathering, but I have heard of it. I have heard of Magic the Gathering because I've used to read these articles that were showing like top 10 lists of certain types of Magic the Gathering cards or monsters or commanders. That's what they were called. But yeah, I don't know much about that, truthfully. But anyway, spell cards. These are cards that you can play directly into your hand, or you can play them face down, whichever way works for you. But yeah, since this is a regular spell card, we can activate it. In this case, this is Stomping Ground. Or Smashing Ground. And as you can see, destroy the one face-up monster your opponent controls that has the highest defense, your choice if tied. Since that card... Oh, alright. But yeah, so since that card basically said... Since that was the only card with the highest defense, because it was the only monster there, yeah, it's gonna do that. Oh yeah, and I actually forgot about this. If your opponent has no monsters, you can attack directly. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I actually kind of forgot about that for some reason. Dude, this is coming from a guy that's literally got 12 Yu-Gi-Oh decks, 12 structure decks, and 1 self-made deck, because of the Volcanic Overload booster box that I opened some months back. But now for this one, you will learn how to use trap cards and special cards that are effective in the graveyard. Yeah, this will be fun. You are going first. Okay. Alright, so we got 2 cards in our hand. Stand by phase. Let's try using a trap card. Set a trap card. Okay, so trap cards, they're pretty much like spell cards. But, where you can set spells and trap cards right here. Yeah. Whoa! Hashtag Leo Raid. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you guys for stopping by. Who do we got? We got the man himself, Tom Leo. We got... Fuck you, Nightbot. I'm sorry, Spoops. Nightbot's a flipper. Anyway, we got Tom Leo, we got Mr. Coconut, and Ancient One. And don't worry, Spoops. I'm gonna have to take Nightbot down for the time being. Yeah, let's hide that. Let's get rid of Nightbot. Anyway, so wait, no! What the? Hey, that's not who I was trying to do. You did. Oh crap! I hit the wrong person. I'm sorry, Spoops. Give me 1 sec. Let me fix that. I'm sorry, guy. I know. I know how to do. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it now. I'm so sorry, Spoops. I did not mean to do that. I am completely sorry. I'm gonna fix it right now. I'm gonna fix that. I can't. YouTube! How dare you! Yeah, thank you, Coconut. Thank God I got a moderator. I can't believe I did that. Okay, thank you, Coconut. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Spoops. I'm so sorry. Oh man. God damn. Anyway, now that we got that all situated, how's Mr. Tom Leo? How are you doing tonight? How did your stream go? I will not be silenced by this I will not be silenced by this Nightbot! But anyway, yeah, check out Tom Leo, great person. Great person. You'd like, never seen him, you will absolutely like him. How's Yu-Gi-Oh going? Going pretty well. I just started not too long ago. Yeah, I just started like 15 minutes ago. But I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I like it. Shut up, Coconut! Nobody cares! I don't really care. And a damn legend. He is a legend, but I don't care if he's a virgin or not. How dare you? Wow, Coconut. Yeah, see if you're allowed over to his streams again after that. Anyway, yeah, I just started like 15 minutes ago and I'm enjoying it so far. But anyway, as I was gonna say, trap cards are pretty much like spell cards. The only difference is you have to set them on the field before you can use them. Yeah. But yeah, trap cards can only have to be set before you can use them. Unless otherwise stated by some card effect. Just so we're on the same page here. So, normally people don't set a trap card right there. Usually what people tend to do in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is they play the monster card, then go, like play any monsters and whatever spell cards they can activate, then they go into battle, and then during main phase 2, they set a trap. That's what they generally do. They don't ever really set a trap card before the main phase 1, which is what, the first main phase. So, yeah. Sacred cards on Game Boy Advance. This ain't my first rodeo. With the Yu-Gi-Oh! I played Yu-Gi-Oh! The Eternal Duelist Soul. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Tag Force 1, Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, and now Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. That's my history with the Yu-Gi-Oh! games. Oh wait. Also Yu-Gi-Oh! Online. I gotta remember that. No, they're fine, spoops. Don't worry. They're fine. I can keep on explaining it. But I was generally done anyway. But yeah, for the most part, people don't ever set cards on the field on the first main phase. They generally do that after the battle phase, because if you set on main phase 1 and you play a spell card, somebody could try to play something in activation if they have any spell or traps on the field, on their side of the field, to deal with it, like in retaliation, in, response to the 2 cards there. I know this because I have seen it before. But now, because we did go first, we cannot start our battle phase. Fun fact, in the past they did allow you to do a draw phase on the first turn, but nowadays, not really. Okay, so now it's telling us to activate this card. We have to press X on the card so we can use it, and then effect activation. And there you go. Select a monster to gain attack. That'll be my monster. It's going to gain 400 attack and destroy that monster because, obviously. It totally, yeah, that's fair. Alright, so we're going to draw Blade Knight. I remember this card. Gains 400 attack. I'm going to activate skill successor in your graveyard. So yeah, some cards do have a graveyard effect. I know this because I have many cards in these decks of mine that do have that effect. So, we banish this card, give my monster 800 attack, but it has to be banished. Now we got Blade Knight. This card effect, it's a warrior effect monster, level 4. Light attribute warrior, level 4 light attribute warrior effect monster. With the effect, gains 400 attack while you have 1 or less cards in your hand. If you control no other monsters, the effects of flip monsters destroyed by battle with this card are negated. So basically, Old Vindictive Magician, Man-Eater Bug, Skelengel, Magician of Faith, those type of cards, and I'm saying those cards for a reason, those effects would be negated. So now we're going to summon this card, and we're going to have a combined 4,400 attack, 4,400 damage. We're going to attack with this man, putting it down to 1,500. And there we go. By the way, Tom, what did you stream tonight, and how did your stream go? I meant to ask you that earlier, but I was so busy explaining things. If he's still here. Let's apply what we learned in the last 2 chapters in a duel. For this duel, each player will start with 4,000 life points. Reduce your opponent's life points to 0 to win the duel. Alright. I am not gonna do the Yu-Gi-Oh, the OG Yu-Gi-Oh's theme of, you know, the whole "it's time to duel" thing that they did in the intro there. But now let's take a look at our hand. We got 5 cards. We're streaming Mario Party Superstars with friends. How did it go, and did you win any matches or boards? Well, let's take a look at what we got here while we wait for that. We got chosen by the world Chalice. It's a level 3 fire attribute psychic normal monster with the description right there. It's so freaking long, I'm not gonna read it. Ironically, we can press L2 if we want to read it more, but I can't really do that because my camera is in the way. Next, we have Beckoned by the World Chalice. That's level 4 Earth attribute warrior normal monster. Got Smash and Ground, which we talked about earlier. Sorceress Spell Wall. All monsters you control. Oh, hello, Matthew Kelly. How are you doing tonight? What are your thoughts on the Yu-Gi-Oh manga? Are we talking about the OG Yu-Gi-Oh, or the Yu-Gi-Oh Duelist manga, or the Yu-Gi-Oh R manga? Or are we just talking about the whole series completely? Well, actually, Yu-Gi-Oh Millennium too. That was after Duelist, but before R. But anyway, Sorceress Spell Wall. All monsters you control gain 300 attack during your turn only. All monsters you control gain 300 defense during your opponent's turn only. And then we got Dust Tornado, a very classic card. Tell the one spell trap your opponent controls, whole manga. Okay, to put it simply, the OG Yu-Gi-Oh! I grew up with the Yu-Gi-Oh anime series, the one Yu-Gi-Oh Duel Monsters. I grew up with that, so when I first read the OG Yu-Gi-Oh manga, I was kind of surprised. And there's this one moment in that manga that scared me. Pretty much like a moment in the OG manga, the Yu-Gi-Oh! The Shadow Games. That scared me when I watched it for the first time. When I was a kid, both times. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist. Interesting. I didn't read it all the way through, but I do remember bits and pieces of it. Yu-Gi-Oh! R, heard of, but never read it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist Millennium, or at least Yu-Gi-Oh! Millennium, something like that. That one didn't really interest me as much, but it is what it is. But okay, we're gonna do this here. We're gonna play. I will summon Beckoned by the World Chalice in attack mode. I will play the spell card, the field spell card, Sorceress Spell Wall. Then I will place 2 cards face down, because I can't go into main phase 2 this turn, and end my turn. Oh. Gonna play this Dust Tornado. Destroy that D-spell of yours. And there's that. Okay. During the end phase, the card was double summoned this turn. Alright. I'll have to read that card effect so that way I know for sure. Oh, it's got remove trap. Hey, Thomas Gaiman, how you doing tonight? Talking lore? Not entirely. Somebody asked me about my thoughts on the Yu-Gi-Oh manga. That's what I was talking about. Go to here. Let's see. Toon Warrior. We got a tuner monster here. So, these monsters are somewhat important here. Oh, what? We can't see that? Okay, fine then. But yeah, so tuner monsters. They are used to help synchro summon monsters. I did want to go over here real... Oh, well, we can't see that here. Okay, I don't... Okay, that's gonna be the wrong thing that I wanted to look at, but alright then. Okay, so it's our turn. I got a card face down. I'll summon this card in attack mode. Synchro summon? Oh yeah, no, it's not how you spell that. But I can actually show you what I mean here, okay? Because remember, I got some Yu-Gi-Oh decks. So, I'm referring to these type of monsters. This is a synchro monster. Oh. Well, I'd love to stick around for a little longer, but it's been late for me. Have a great stream, and thank you to everyone who joined today. Have a great... Thank you, Tom Leo. Thank you for the raid, and I appreciate that. Hope you have a good rest of your night. But I did want to talk about these cards real quick, because it was asked. This is a synchro monster. Synchro monsters were first introduced in the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's anime series, if you want to know more about them. But these cards require... they generally require at least one synchro monster, but depending on the card, it will require 1, 2, or 3 plus non-tuner monsters to synchro summon this. In order for the synchro summon to work, see the star rankings on this card? The combined number of the star ranking of the cards you're using for the synchro summon have to at least equal this same number of stars on the card. But yeah. Yep, that's what a synchro monster is. I got so many other cards I could show off here to explain what they also mean. But yeah, so since this is a tuner monster and we wanted to synchro summon, we could. Alright. Ah! Hey, Forrest! You forgot to attack, you ding-dong! Whatever, we're ending our turn because I forgot to do that. I have to end my turn because I was too distracted. Okay, Giant Soldier Stone, he should have put that face down. But whatever. Alright, we got Ballista Squad. Tribute 1 monster. Tribute 1 monster, then turn the 1 card your opponent controls, destroy it. So I will go ahead and set this card face down. Set this card face down. Go into battle and not forget like an idiot. Attack Giant Soldier. And then attack directly. Putting him down at 1900 life points. And that ends my turn. Opponent's turn, he draws. He plays... What the heck is that? He plays Great Spirit. Once per turn during your main phase, you can flip this card into face-down defense position. When this card is flip summoned, you can switch the original attack and defense of 1 face-up Earth monster on the field until the end of this turn. So, Giant Soldier would have been really good for him there. Face down card reveal. I distribute this card, a face down card, to play, well, to destroy this card. I'm actually super interested in the game. I think I might get this game on my phone, to be honest. Oh, yeah, this is just like the beginning of it. Teaching you everything about it. Oh, heck yeah. I'm gonna set that card face down just to spite this player. So what I like to do is we're gonna do the 1800 life point damage. And then we're gonna overkill this opponent. 1600 damage on 100. I am gonna overkill the computer player. It would have ended earlier had I not gotten distracted and not attacked it earlier. But whatever. We're moving on. There's a game store by me, but I don't know if they have Yu-Gi-Oh! Nights. Well, you never know. Grab your new deck and venture out into the wide world of Yu-Gi-Oh! So think of this like Pokemon. You have your starter decks and you can't look them over before you make a decision. You got Power of the Dragon, Synchro of Unity, and Link Generation. Because I know this is probably going to be asked, what are Link monsters? Actually, let me see here. I do have a card over here that can help answer the question. So, this card is a Link monster, okay? I'm just saying this just in case somebody asks me what the heck is a Link monster. And no, I'm not singling anybody out that might be asking me that, but yeah. But no, you're fine, you don't have to apologize, you're fine. But yeah, so this is what is a Link monster right here. As you can tell, at least I believe so. Yeah, as you can tell, there are arrows surrounding this card, with this arrow being the only one lighted up. Now, so what this is where, and I can't really explain this too well because when I started getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh! These cards were already introduced, and I don't know them that well, okay? But just bear with me with what I do know. These cards are very unique in the fact that they have attack, but no defense. That's because they have what is called a link rating, and in order for you to summon them, you have to tribute monsters that would equal to that link rating. So now, since this card has a link rating of 1, you only need one monster in order to summon it. Now, if you were to summon, let's say, a monster with a link 2 rating, you could use this card and one other card for that. The funny part is, if you were to try to do a card that had like a link 3 rating, you could use a link 2 monster and a regular monster for it to work. But if you use another link 3 monster, that would still count as only 1. It's a little bit convoluted, but I'm pretty sure, but you can probably read up on it on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki. There's so many YouTube videos out there. So many Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTubers out there that will gladly explain it much more in detail for you if you look up their videos. So, yeah. But let's take a look at these decks. We got Power of the Dragon based on the ultimate Blue Eyes White Dragon. Kaiba, this would pretty much be Kaiba's deck right here. So let's take a look what we got here. We can't select it with square, but let's see what we got here. We got the big, bad Blue Eyes White Dragon, 2 of them. A level 8 light attribute. They're all convoluted at the beginning, in the beginning. Well, that's true. But yeah, we got the legendary Blue Eyes White Dragon. This is a level 8 light attribute dragon normal monster with that description. We got twin-headed behemoth. It's Blue Eyes White Dragon has 3,000 attack, 2,500 defense. But anyway, we got Twin-Headed Behemoth with 1500 attack, 1200 defense. It's a level 3. Oh shoot, 2 of them? Yeah, you can actually hold 3 of them. But we'll get into the band limited list here in a little bit. During the end phase of this card is in the graveyard because it was destroyed on the field and sent there this turn. You can special summon this card, but its attack and defense becomes 1000. You can only use this effect of Twin-Headed Behemoth once per duel. There's a difference between per turn and per duel. Per turn, you can only do it once that turn. Per duel, just that one duel, you can't do it any other time in that duel. We got the Dark Hex Sealed Fusion. You can substitute this card for any one fusion material monster, but the other fusion material monsters must be correct. You can tribute fusion material monsters on the field, including this face-up card. Let's go, I'm stoked, alright. You can tribute fusion material monsters on the field, including this face-up card. Special summon one corresponding dark fusion monster from your extra deck. You got Kid Moto Dragon. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Dragon-type monster from your hand. You cannot special summon monsters except Dragon-type monsters, nor connect your battle phase the turn you activate this effect. You can only use this effect of Kid Moto Dragon once per turn. Lord of D. Neither player can target dragon monsters on the field with card effects. Kaiser Glider. Cannot be destroyed by battle with a monster that has the same attack. If this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, target one monster on the field, return that target to the hand. We got 2 Tiger Glider, what? Kaiser Glider. Strong Wind Dragon. Cannot be destroyed by battle with a monster that has the same attack. Basically, Red Eye's Black Dragon. If this card is tribute summoned by tributing a Dragon-type monster, it gains attack equal to half the original attack of the tributed monster. And this card... oh yeah, that's true, yeah. Yeah, it's sort of tributing, but not tributing. Okay, you got it. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Also, how you doing, Super Liquid? How you doing tonight? Yeah, Red Eye's Black Dragon. Yep. I think I have a card of that, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, anyway. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. Oh god, I need to pipe down. I don't know enough. No, you're fine, you're fine. Next we got Luster Dragon, 1900 attack, 1600 defense. 3 of them. Divine Dragon Ragnarok, 1500 attack, 1000 defense. Lancer Dragonute. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. Axe Dragonute. If this card attacks, it is changed to defense position at the end of the damage step. We got Silver Scry. Target one Dragon normal monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. You can only activate one Silver Scry per turn. I wonder what that card's meant for. I wonder. Anyway, Fusion Substitute. This card is always treated as Polymerization. I actually got that card. But yeah, Fusion summon one Fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters you control. As Fusion material, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Fusion monster in your graveyard, return it to the extra deck, then draw one card. Rush Recklessly, target one. This is a quick play spell card. Target one face-up monster on the field, it gains 700 attack until the end of this turn. So quick play spells are generally like trap cards. Technically, I don't know exactly if you can use them right off the bat like any other spell cards, but they are generally played like a trap card. The Flute of Summoning Dragon. Special summon up to 2 dragon monsters from your hand. Lord of D must be on the field to activate and to resolve this effect. There are 2 of them. So you can summon 4 dragons. Wow. Next we got Stamping Destruction. If you control a dragon monster, target one spell trap on the field, destroy that target, and if you do, inflict 500 damage to its controller. So basically, try not to do it when you're the only one with a spell trap on the field, because then next thing you know, it's not going to end well. Back to square one. Discard one card that target one monster on the field. Place that target on the top of the deck. Threatening Roar. Your opponent cannot declare an attack this turn. Ring of Destruction. That's a classic right here. During your opponent's turn, target one face-up monster your opponent controls whose attack is less than or equal to their life points. Destroy that face-up monster, and if you do, take damage to it equal to its original attack. Then inflict damage to your opponent equal to the damage you took. You can only activate one Ring of Destruction per turn. And then we got Defense Straw. During your opponent's turn, at damage calculation, make battle damage you take from this battle 0, and if you do, draw one card. Generally, drawing a card is really good to do, just like any other trading card game, but still. So now we got our extra deck monsters, which are 2 5-headed dragons, a level 12 monster with 5,000 attack and defense. It requires 5 dragon monsters to fusion summon it, and in order for you to fusion, this is pretty much what it means. You gotta use cards like this, or polymerization or other fusion monsters, fusion cards that let you fusion summon something like this. But yeah, must be fusion summoned, cannot be destroyed by battle with a dark, earth, water, fire, or wind monster. So basically, only light attribute monsters can destroy this card. If they even have 5,000 attack. But it can still be destroyed by spell and trap cards. King Dragoon, 2400 attack, 1100 defense, requires Lord of D and Divine Dragon Ragnarok. Your opponent cannot target dragon monsters with card effects. Once per turn, you can special summon one dragon monster from your hand. So that's an interesting card there. Next, we got Synchro of Unity. We got Shield Wing. Twice per turn, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. Jump Synchron. When this card is normal summoned, you can target one level 2 or lower monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target in defense position, but it negate its effects. You got Turret Warrior. You can special summon this card from your hand by tributing one warrior type monster. And if you do, it gains attack equal to the tributed monster's original attack. So that's really nice. Next we got Turbo Synchron. When this card declares an attack, you can change the attack target to defense position. When you take battle damage while this card is attacking, you can special summon one monster from your hand with attack less than or equal to the battle damage you took. Speed Warrior. Once per battle phase, if this card was normal summoned this turn, except during the battle phase, except during the damage step, I'm sorry, you can make its attack become double its original attack until the end of the battle phase. Next up, Nitro Synchron. If this card is sent to the graveyard for the Synchro summon of a Nitro Synchro monster, draw one card. Shine Knight. This card is level 4 while in face-up defense position. Yep. Rockstone Warrior. You take no battle damage from battles involving this card. When this attacking card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, special summon 2 Rockstone tokens. Rock type, Earth, level 1, attack 0, defense 0. These tokens cannot be tributed for a tribute summon. And Max Warrior. If this card attacks an opponent's monster, this card gains 400 attack during the damage step only. So that means its attack during the damage step will be 2200. Only during that moment. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, until your next standby phase, this card becomes level 2 and its original attack and defense are halved. Alright, Tosuke Knight. When an opponent's monster declares an attack while you have no cards in your hand and this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your graveyard, then end the battle phase. You can only use this effect of Tosuke Knight once per duel. Spell cards, we got Shard of Greed. Each time you draw a card or cards in your normal draw in your draw phase, place one greed counter on this card. You can send this card with 2 or more greed cards to the graveyard. Draw 2 cards. Mystical Space Typhoon. It's basically Dust Tornado. Target one spell trap on the field, destroy that target. Half Shut. Target one face-up monster on the field. It cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. Also, its attack is halved until the end of this turn. Next up, the Warrior Returning Alive. Target one warrior monster in your graveyard, add that target to your hand. Sync Blast Wave. If you control a synchro monster, target one monster your opponent controls, destroy that target. Kunai with Chain. I love this card. Activate one or both of these effects simultaneously. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, target the attacking monster. Change that target to defense position. Target one face-up monster you control. Equip this card to that target. It gains 500 attack. I'm pretty sure you can see why this card is a really good card. Even if it's not used too often. Alright, Synchro Deflector. Activate only when a face-up synchro monster you control is selected as an attack target. Negate the attack and destroy one monster your opponent controls. Next up, Limiter Overload. If this card is sent to the graveyard, special summon one Speed Warrior from your hand, deck, or graveyard. And now for the extra deck. We have 5 cards in the extra deck. First up is Junk Synchron, which requires, Junk Warrior. This card requires Junk Synchron plus 1 plus non-tuner monsters. If this card is synchro summoned, it gains attack equal to the total attack of all level 2 or lower monsters you currently control. Next up we have Colossal Fighter. This card requires 1 tuner plus 1 plus non-tuner monsters to summon it. Gains 100 attack for each warrior monster in the graveyards. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 warrior monster in either graveyard. Special summon that target. Flambo Uruquizas. This requires 1 tuner plus 1 plus non-tuner monsters. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage. If this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, it gains 300 attack. Interesting. Turbo Warrior. Requires Turbo Synchron plus 1 or more non-tuner monsters. When this card declares an attack on a level 6 or higher synchro monster, halve the attack of the attack target until the end of the damage step. This card cannot be targeted by the effects of level 6 or lower monsters. Interesting. And then we got Nitro Warrior. Requires Nitro Synchron plus 1 or more non-tuner monsters. Once during each of your turns, if you activate a spell card, this card gains 1,000 attack during the next attack this turn involving this card, during the damage calculation only. If this attacking card destroys an opponent's monster by battle after damage calculation, you can target 1 face-up defense position monster your opponent controls, change that target to attack position. Then this card can make a second attack in a row on that monster. That's very cool in my book. And then we got Link Generation. I'll try to be quick with the card effects here. Duel Assembworm. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can banish 2 other Cyberse monsters from your hand and or face up from your field. Special summon this card, but its attack becomes halved. You can only use this effect of Duel Assembworm once per turn. Once per turn, you can banish 1 card from your hand, banish 1 monster on the field with attack less than or equal to this card's. Digitron, it's a normal monster, so we're not reading that description. Backlinker. If only your opponent controls a monster in the extra monster zone, we'll get to what that is in a moment. You can special summon this card from your hand. You contribute this card, shuffle all monsters from the extra monster zones into the deck. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn. Protron, which is a normal monster. Suppression Collider, which is a normal monster. Text Changer. Yeah. Once per turn, when your monster is targeted for an attack, you can negate that attack, and then special summon 1 Cyberse normal monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Launcher Commander. All other Cyberse monsters you control gain 300 attack and defense. Once per turn, you contribute 1. That's very cool in my book, too. Which card are we talking about? Just so we're on the same page. Because I am kind of going fast just talking about these effects here. All other Cyberse monsters you control gain 300 attack and defense. Once per turn, you contribute 1 Cyberse monster. Then target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Destroy it. Bit Trooper. You can send 1 level 2 or lower monster from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand. You can only use this effect of Bit Trooper once per turn. Link Streamer. When a Cyberse monster or monsters is normal or special summoned to your field, while this monster... Busted Lol, I don't remember which card. It's okay. When a Cyberse monster is normal or special summoned to your field, while this monster is on the field, except during the damage step, you can special summon 1 data token. Cyberse Light, level 1, attack 0, defense 0. You can only use this effect of Link Streamer once per turn. Let's see. Brave Drive. Once per turn, when your Cyberse monster declares an attack, you can discard 1 monster. That attacking monster gains 600 attack until the end of this turn. Alright, now for the spell cards. Link Bound. Target 1 Link monster you control or in your graveyard. Return it to the extra deck, and if you do, draw cards equal to its Link rating. Then place cards from your hand on the bottom of the deck, in any order, equal to the number of cards you drew. You can only activate 1 Link Bound per turn. Parallel Twister. Send 1 other spell trap card you control to the graveyard. Then target 1 card in the field, destroy it. Spool Code. When an opponent's monster declares a direct attack while you have 3 or more Cyberse monsters in your graveyard, negate the attack, and then you can special summon up to 3 Spool tokens. Cyberse Light, level 1, attack 0, defense 0, in defense position. These tokens cannot be tributed for a tribute summon. Share the Pain! Tribute 1 monster, make your opponent tribute 1 monster, for no effect. Yep. Blustering Winds. Target 1 face-up monster you control. It gains 1000 attack and defense until your next standby phase. Cynet Universe. All Link monsters you control gain 300 attack. Once per turn, you can target 1 monster in the graveyard, shuffle it into the deck. If this card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, send all monsters in the extra monster zones into the graveyard. Cyberse Beacon. These are trap cards now. If you took damage by battle or an opponent's card effect this turn, add 1 level 4 or lower Cyberse monster from your deck to your hand. You can only activate 1 Cyberse Beacon per turn. Next up, Jelly Cannon. When a monster declares an attack, target 1... I told... Oh, okay. Target 1 monster on the field, shuffle it into the deck. And Cynet Cascade. If you Link summon a Link monster, you can target 1 monster in your graveyard used as its material, special summon it. And now for the 5 cards in the extra deck. We got Decode Talker. This requires 2+ effect monsters. Gains 500 attack for each monster it points to. When your opponent activates a card or effect, and it's pointed up, bottom left, and bottom right. It points to when an opponent activates a card or effect that targets a card you control. Quick effect. You contribute 1 monster this card points to. Negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Rasterliger, I think that's how you pronounce it, I don't know. 2+ monsters required, except tokens. You can target 1 Link monster in either graveyard. This card gains attack equal to that target's attack until the end of this turn. You contribute as any number of your monsters this card points to. Destroy an equal number of cards on the field. You can only use each effect of Rasterliger once per turn. And it's pointing to 4 areas. Up, down, left, and right. Pretty much. Yeah, that's very interesting. But anyway, Link Spider. Once per turn, you can special summon one level 4 or lower normal monster from your hand to your zone this card points to. Which would basically be down. Pretty much. And then Forages. Just 2 monsters. Okay then. Alright then. And Proglio. 2 monsters except tokens. During your main phase, if you control this Link summoned card, you can banish this card and one of your monsters this card points to, which would be left or right. Then target one Link monster in either graveyard. Special summon it, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use this effect of Proglio once per turn. Alright, so after reading all the card effects, I'm not really into Power of the Dragon, okay? I can say that for sure. Link Generation does have its fair share of good cards on it, but I feel like Synchro of Unity might be a better option for me, to be honest here. Because it has Kunai with Chain, it's so... I love Kunai with Chain! So we're gonna select this. Additional decks can be acquired by completing missions. Okay. So we got the Synchro of Unity copied to my deck. Please enter player name. I will enter the name that you see on me. That would be Forrest, because that is my YouTube name. Yep, there we go. Trophy earned! Welcome to Master Duel! Okay, 8 megabytes of data will be downloaded. Evil Eye re-emerge. Special summon one familiar, the Eye token. Or if Evil Eye suddenly is in your spell and traps, you can special summon. Not your real name? Actually it is. That is my real name. But I'm not saying anything else outside of that. I'm just showing my real name, that's it. It is my real name. Alright. About the homepage, these features will help you enjoy dueling to the fullest. Duel, battle with duelists from all over the world. You can also switch it up and duel according to different rules. Deck, check your decks and adjust. So basically, you can check out what decks you have and adjust them to your liking. Solo, practice your strategies, or it's basically saying practice your strategies, or learn the stories behind the cards, and shop, which you can get new cards by doing so. We do have this. And so yeah, so this should have us. The theme chronicle is now underway. New things there. We should already have something here. We got 2 missions here. This is the missions menu. We got plenty of things here. We did our check missions. We already did that, so we can get this unlocked. Then we get so we get another duelist, an icon depicting an anonymous duelist. Alright. Next up, what else do we have? Oh, we got login, 1 account per day. We got 1 of 31 from what it's saying here. So let's get the 20 gems. Alright, what else? And increase duelist level to level 2, and we're gonna get 500 gems for this. A valuable gemstone with a mystifying glow. You can use these at the shop to purchase card packs and accessories. And that's all we got for here. I also could have pressed square to receive them all, but whatever. Now, let's see, notifications. Yeah, so there's that. Yeah, we can look at our deck. The best part is, if I would can press stylo to look at structure decks. So those are the cards that I... Wait, what? Starting deck of Unity. I don't like this... I don't know if I like this starting deck all that well. And we could also press square for a public deck search if we wanted to. So yeah, we got all kinds of decks here. Although why some of these are showing the background to them, I don't know. Yeah, so, yeah, it's showing all kinds of decks that we can see here. I might look at these behind the scenes and see which ones I do like if I'm being honest. Wait, what is the card database? Ah, okay. Alright, yeah, we're gonna deal with that later. And if I remember correctly, they should give you the option of, ah, here it is, right here. This gives you this gives you all the list of the forbidden, limited, which means you can only do one card of these, and semi-limited. Oh, so what's the Playmasters? Hello, Orlando Till. How you doing tonight? And I thank you for the help. I appreciate that. So let's take a look at what we got here. So these are semi-limited. Well, let's take a look at what we got here. For the forbidden, how many cards are on this forbidden list? How many we got here? A good number. So yeah, like I said, what is on the forbidden, the banned or for the forbidden list differs between the OCG and the TCG. This is based on the OCG to my knowledge, not the TCG, so be mindful of that. But generally, they do have some, they do share some commonalities. Like, yeah, so if you ever want to look at, so if you ever want to see what is on this list as far as the OCG goes, I'm sure there's a link. I'm sure you can do a quick Google search on that if you want to see it for yourself. Is this like, okay, okay. Every time I see this card, I'm thinking of, what was the YouTube channel? Team APS would do those duels, and every time someone would play Pot of Greed in those duels between, what was their names? Paul and, I can't remember the other guy's name. But yeah, every time they would play Pot of Greed, yeah, they would always be like, what does that do? Oh, it did it. You know, just to mess with each other. It's really funny. Yeah, I like watching their stuff here. Let's see here. Oh, that's a classic. So many classics in this thing here. I remember when Harpy's Feather Duster used to be banned, but now it's limited. Yeah, it's cool. Oh, I got that card too. Actually, Gold Sarcophagus. Yeah, I actually have a good number of decks and cards. If you guys want to see what structure decks I have, as well as my pre-made deck, because I actually am doing something in the future where I'm using all 13 decks But based on how many decks I'm gonna be having, because I do have something coming for me tomorrow. If you didn't look at my community post that I put saying coming soon, I do have if it'll I don't know, won't show it. But I do have something coming tomorrow. I do have something coming tomorrow, and I might do a stream there. But yeah, so I might do a stream showcasing those cards. No different notes that I see right now between OCG and Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, but not much. Oh, okay. Alright. Alright, so, how long have I been live, actually? Let me see. For about an hour. Well, I'm gonna go ahead. I would keep talking about this, but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna end the stream yet, but I do need to check on my wood burner, so I will be right back. Give me about 5 minutes. Tops. Okay, I have returned. I believe we should do this. Okay. Thank you for the welcome back, Ancient One. About solo mode, uncover the hidden stories within the cards and duel with decks built for drawing out their potential. Learn how to plot each deck and the ins and outs of their strategies. Once you have earned all of the rewards within the gate, its status will be updated to complete. If you have any rewards left, I have to wait for the comment. Okay, there we go. It will say clear. An icon for locked chapters will be displayed on the gate banner while you still have chapters left. Okay, so we already did the tutorial. And so we got many different, we got a few, things we could do. We got Duel Restart. For when you want to learn or relearn the basics of dueling, take this first step here. We recommend that you play this before you try duel training or any of the other many days where you will experience the story. Alright, so we're gonna just do this one. Child's Play. So we're gonna go ahead and do this one and maybe one other, we'll see, depends on it depends on how long this one takes. Because I do want to end it at least 2 o'clock 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anyway, practice. Let's look back at the basics of duels based on the basic controls you learned in the tutorial. First things first, regarding monsters, when you attempt to place a monster on the field, 2 options appear, summon and set. Let's review the difference between summoning and setting. I already know what we're doing, but you know what? We're gonna keep going here. You are going second. Okay. Alright, so red is going first. Monsters below level 4 are easy to put on the field. They will be useful, especially in the beginning of a duel. Use the attack and defense values to determine how to put them on the field. Some of the monsters with a high attack. Okay, so let me explain it better, because my camera is blocking the words, okay? So on the left, you can summon. On the right, it gives you the left picture lets you summon it, which means you summon it in attack position. Mainly in attack position. Whereas the picture on the right is the set position, where it will play the card in face down defense mode, the face down defense position. That's generally a good idea, especially if you're doing a flip effect monster. If you have a flip effect monster, it's a good idea to do that. But anyway, they played Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress. Alright, standby phase. Okay, so summon the monster as is, you will not win the battle, select the monster on the field. So let's destroy the monster on the field in another way. Let's set crowned by the World Chalice. So set it and put it right there in the middle. So that will end our turn. Draw phase. He draws. He summons another Winged Dragon Guardian of the Fortress. And so let's see what happens. Oh! 1400 attack minus 2100. The opponent loses 700, but since they was at 500, they automatically lose. They will lose the duel. So there you go. We got a card, Gene Warped Warwolf. 3 of them. Alright. I actually have that card in real life. Next, let's talk about spell cards and trap cards. Many spell and trap cards are single-use cards that are sent to the graveyard after their effects are resolved. However, some spell and trap cards remain in the field instead and continue to have an effect. Let's go over the differences. Yep, that is very true. Very true. You are going second. Alright. Duel. They have one. Use spell and trap cards are sent to the graveyard by cards with continuous, equip, and field icons remain on the field. Notably, field spell cards will be placed on the field zone, not the spell and trap zone. You see that position right there where the extra deck is at? That's where we go. That's where they go. So he plays the spell card Force, or Sogan. It's either Sogan or Force, but we got Dust Tornado. So, if we got a field spell card, they're placed in a dedicated field zone and activate effects while placed in the field. Destroy your opponent's field spell cards with the effect of Dust Tornado that you drew. Let's set Dust Tornado. Yeah, it's Gaia Power. Increase the attack of all Earth monsters by 500 points and increase their defense by 400. So therefore, Hitatsumi Giant has 1700 attack and 600 defense. But it wants us to set Dust Tornado, and that's what we're going to do. And then we are going to summon Chosen of the World Chalice. So we are going to end our turn. Their turn, they draw. Plays the spell card. Yeah, so. Yep, that's the whole point. So equip spell cards only affect the card attached to it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, if it let me. So, Dust Tornado! Oh, yeah. I wasn't paying much attention to where it wanted me to do. So, Gaia Power destroys it by 100, and that's that. So, we won because it did this 100 point damage. I have to leave since it is 2:20 a.m. for me. Hopefully you clipped your stream on YouTube so I can watch it. Oh, it's gonna stay on YouTube, don't worry. We got 3 Mage Power cards. Don't worry, it's gonna be on YouTube. Because usually my VODs tend to stay on, like, whenever I live stream on YouTube, generally, well, for the most part, my streams tend to be VOD. They tend to be a VOD. The only time I haven't had that happen was trying to live stream Spider-Man, The City That Never Sleeps. I'm still waiting for that final stream to go on, but I think it's because I deleted the game. That's why it won't work, but yeah. Let's go over spell cards in a little more detail. When you want to play a trap card from your hand to the field, you have to set it, but spell cards can also be activated as well as set. Let's review the difference between activating and setting a card. Yep. But thank you for stopping by, Super Liquid. I hope you have a good rest of your night, and a good sleep, and a good rest of your day tomorrow. Yeah. Alright, activation and setting a card. Okay, so on the left, you have something like Smashing Ground, where you can activate it or you can set it, because it is a normal spell card. Whereas with on the right the picture on the right, it shows Mystical Space Typhoon, which is a quick play spell, which you cannot activate. You have to set it first, like you would on a trap card. Yeah. So, it's my opponent's turn. They summon Feral Imp in attack mode. Draw phase. I did Smashing Ground. So, let's see what it does here. Alright, let's see what it's going to tell. It's telling me to set Smashing Ground. Spell cards on your turn can still be activated on that turn. Let's take a look at it in practice. That I actually did not know. I only thought it was like a trap card on that one, but okay. So did that. successfully destroyed your opponent's monster. Spell cards are primarily used during your turn. This is true not only when activated from the hand, but also when some spell cards are called quick play spell cards. When activated from the hand, it behaves the same as other spell cards, except from the hand it cannot be activated this turn, okay? Meanwhile, that when said it has a feature that allows it to be activated during the opponent's turn, just like a trap card. That's what I literally just said earlier. We're going to summon this card, and we are going to attack this life points directly and end the lesson. It's not a duel, it's just a lesson. So it's not a W until we get to the duel. I'm just saying. And we got Blind Spot Strike. What does this do? Select one phase of defense for this monster your opponent controls and one phase of attack monster you control. The monster you control gains... well, I'll read it later. I can read it later. This will force for the 10 lights, huge, hype everyone. Oh wow, alright, almost with the 10 lights, okay. Nice. And now we're going to do the last practice and then the duel. In the main phase of your turn, you can freely perform most actions such as summoning monsters, activating spell or trap cards, or setting any of the three. The main phase is split into main phase 1 and main phase 2, with one either side of the battle phase. Let's review the role of main phase 2. This is a good way for anybody new to the game to practice how to play it, honestly. I like it. I already have seen videos of people saying what you should do when you first start out in this game. So, let's put it to you this. Okay, so battle. Battle phase is how it is. Main phase 2 is basically where, after you've done the plays that you did during your main phase 1 and your battle phase, you can set cards on main phase 2, and then basically have your opponent wonder what the hell that face down card is. So, it's their turn. They set a card face down in defense mode. Now it's my turn, and we did Skill Successor. In the main phase, you perform various actions. Summoning monsters, activating and setting a spell or trap cards for examples. In phase 1 is when you set up for an attack. That's pretty much how it is. Oh! Hashtag 10 like hype in the chat for reaching that milestone. It's a rare occasion. Hashtag 10 like hype. Let's first summon a monster and proceed to the battle phase. Try summoning chosen by the World Chalice. Gonna summon this card in attack mode. Alright, go into battle. And I'll have my monster attack their face down card. The opponent's face down defense monster was a Crimson Ninja. Crimson Ninja destroys the trap card set in the field. If you had said skill successor in main phase 1, it would have been destroyed by the opponent's effect. So in the battle phase, we'll move on to main phase 2. That's why people generally do not set cards during main phase 1. They do it only during main phase 2. Hashtag 11 like hype, let's go. That works too. Alright, so now we end our turn. And he summons this card. Yes, I know. I already know to do this already. Calm down. Now we're gonna gain 2,000 attack and it's gonna be destroyed completely. Just like that. So easy. And now we got 3 right Deku Break. I actually had one of those cards, by the way. Duel. Let's take what we've learned and reviewed so far in Duel using the basic rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Both players will start with 8,000 life points and 5 cards in their hand. You can duel with the deck you are given as it is, or you can gain the other cards to build a new deck. You can try this as many times as you need to better grasp the flow of duels. I'm actually going to use Synchro of Unity on this one. I'm going to do Synchro of Unity for this one. Just so that way we can at least practice it. So let's play! You are going first. Let's try this deck of mine and see if it's any good. And see if I made the right decision on it. Duel! So in our hand we got Turbo Synchron. When this card declares an attack, you can change the attack target to defense position. The attack amount of damage on this card is attacked, you can special summon one monster from your hand with attack less than or equal to the battle damage you took. We got Speed Warrior, Rockstone Warrior. I will go ahead, play that card in attack mode. And I will end my turn. Turn Shinjo. Ooh. Face down defense and one set card. Okay. And we got Synchro Deflector. Activate only when a face of Synchro monster you control. Okay. Oh. Draw one card. Activate that effect. And I'll attack you directly. For 1,800 points, putting you down to 6,200. I'll set one card face down, and I end my turn. I probably could have did that, but whatever. Oh, it's still not attacking me. Okay then. Oh yeah, Drunk Synchron. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Synchro Summon to Jump Warrior. Oh, it's a Jump Synchron in attack mode. Do that, and it's gonna draw another card. And there we go, another 1,800 attack damage, putting him down to 4,400. And I end my turn. So now he draws, sets a card face. 3 cards face down in the spell and trap zone. What is he doing? Play this card in attack mode. So... yeah, okay. And there we go. 800 damage, 800 life points left. That one is not gonna be able to do anything. Oh, okay. Oh! Yeah, we're not doing that. Take that. And finish it! Boom! Victory! That was way too easy. The deck had no idea what to do because I was doing so well. So we get 200 gems. And now we have reached the goal. Main space / normal monster card plus ×1 earned. A stand in the shape of a card that started many duels. Inscribed on this card is a fragment of history. It tells us something about the way monsters were and what happened in the world in which they live. Interesting. Well, we have completed that. What time is it? Alright. It's been about an hour and a half. I think we can do one more. Got dual strategy. We'll do this one and then we'll finish the next one on the next Master Duel stream. Oh, wow. We got so many things here. Holy shit. Okay, let's do this. Duel using the basic rules of Master Duel. For this duel, we'll try to tribute summon a level 5 or higher monster. Be careful because if a monster summoned last turn remains on the field, on the next turn it will be sent to the graveyard and a powerful monster will be summoned in exchange. It's this level 1 star difficulty. It's a 1-star difficulty, so that must mean it's going to be easy, but not as easy as the last guy. Okay. Ooh, I love this hand. So tribute summons. Okay, so as you can tell from the cards that we got here, we have Cluster Dragon number two, which is a level 6 rank monster. Those cards only require 1 tribute summon, but something with level 7 or higher requires 2 tributes. And there are other monsters that require 3 tributes. So be mindful of that. So draw phase. He goes first and plays Mountain. It sets 2 cards face down. I draw. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got Turbo Synchro. When this card declares an attack, you can change the attack target to defense position. You take bad damage on this card of attack, and you can special summon 1 monster from your hand with attack less than or equal to the battle damage you took. This card attacks an opponent's monster base 400 attack during the damage step only. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle until your next standby phase, this card becomes level 2 and its original attack and defense are halved. I'll start by summoning this card in attack mode. Next I will play Mystical Space Typhoon, which will destroy your face down card. Ah! I'm not going to do that. That destroys my monster. Does that. Alright then. I guess I got no choice. I will set 2 cards face down, because it won't let me do anything else, and end my turn. Oh, it's... okay. Interesting, not doing anything. What do we got here? Oh, Shine Knight, okay. This card is level 4 while in face of defense position. Now let's try what I was trying to do earlier, okay? There we go, do 1800 damage. And I end my turn. Ooh, 1500. Oh my god, this guy! I already let you do something there. I'm not gonna let you do it again. You got this? Yeah, we'll see. I'll taste the damage. Why not? I'm still in the lead. I'm still winning. End my turn. Ah, gotcha. That's alright. Since that's that card in defense mode, and it's at 2200 defense. That's level 4. Oh, Luster Dragon. I got this, don't worry. I know what I'm doing. Okay, maybe I don't got it. Maybe I not write this duel, but hey, we'll see what happens. I probably could have used that card earlier, but okay then. I'm just not having the best of cards right now. Hmm. I'm just setting them because it's already over. It's just over completely. They won. Hmm. I just, you gotta understand, there's sometimes you got cards that are, there's going to be times where you're not going to have the cards in your hand that can help you overcome a situation. I pressed the wrong button, but whatever. Hmm. 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 Let's try again. So I'm going second, that's it, okay. Let's see if I get the good amount of, if I get the right cards this time. Yeah, I already know what they are. Alright. Explode. Yeah, of course that'd be the case. Hmm. I'll end my turn. Oh, mystical space typhoon, okay. Hmm. Alright. It's a battle. I end my turn. Alright. Alright. Set this card face down. And end my turn. Enter battle. Oh, we got it. Took a few tries, and we finally got it. We got one. I'll do one more duel, and that'll be the end of the stream. And we got. Oh, right, Geki, nice. Let me do something here real quick here. Because I'm pretty sure we can edit the deck now with what we've got here. Just sweeping the board, oh my god. Right? Hmm. I'm gonna assume, let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Why is... Oh, that's why, okay. Oh, that's why, okay. Let me see here. Hmm. 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 Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, okay. Alright, let's take a look here. Well, how many... Hmm. 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 Finish 40 sets. Three card means the most cards you want in the 40 size deck. Alright, I think we're pretty good here. Okay, so what's the point? What's the point of giving me the option of using them if I can't? There you go. It's not the best, but it is what it is. Alright, we added some good cards. Let's try it. Let's see the top left is... And I'll try some cards later. We're gonna do one more duel and that'll be the end of it. We'll finish the rest of this on that later. Alright, what do we got here? So, monster battle positions, you got 3 separate ones. First left is face-up attack position. The middle picture is the face-down defense position. And the third one is the face-up defense position. That's pretty much the gist of it. And so what happens here, the left picture will show you, if you attack a monster with less attack than your monster, that monster is destroyed, and your opponent takes that much damage. Whereas if you attack a monster with higher defense than your monster's attack, you take damage, but neither monster is destroyed. I don't know if I should trust my deck enough to do that, but anyway. Alright, my turn. I don't like that. Something tells me that card is gonna be something else. Right here. And then you got 2 separate cards here. Well, I gotta win this, huh? Oh. Alright. There's 500 damage. There's 300 damage. And I end my turn. So that'll be this. Well, I know. Well, I mean, I get that, but at the same time, it's like you kind of want to get used to the game before you do anything else. I'm just messing with this boy. Get out of here. Okay. I'm still gonna play this real quick. Alright. Enter battle. Direct attack. Once again. I just want to get more cards before I start going onto there, because I want to see what decks I'd be what deck I'd be more interested in, if not what I currently have. Hmm. So let's just watch the anime, same rules apply on how to play. Yeah, I do watch the anime, that I definitely do. Into battle. Cause I don't trust this dude. No more cards you can make any card in the game, you just need to buy packs. I know, I know, I get it. I end my turn. I know!